Why, hello, I'm David Abrahams and welcome to CCN's Weekly News 5 at 5 June 24, 2022. The state government delivered its budget this week, the biggest spending budget in the state's history.
We're committing over $7.2 billion next financial year to boost family budgets. We're providing $520 million in new toll relief over 2 years, saving drivers up to $750 a year. We are helping eligible households save up to $600 a year on their power bills by installing rooftop solar and efficient appliances. We're helping families with a back-to-school voucher of $150 per child to help with the cost of school supplies for term 1 next year.
And for the Central Coast, there is a range of specific measures, including finishing major road projects at Lisseroe and Tumbiumbi, money for the University of Newcastle's Gosford campus and a smaller TAFE upgrade in Wyong. Wyong Hospital will receive a cancer day unit and a new palliative care unit. And the region is set to receive its allocation of a new 10,000 health workers announced previously. And a series of vouchers for schools, apprentices, pensioners and toll road users were also included in this pre-election budget, as well as $300,000 for a mountain bike trail at Glenworth Valley Tourism Facility. Parliamentary Secretary for the Central Coast, Adam Crouch, was out selling the local details of the budget this week. He's particularly pleased about a $20 million budget post.
There was $30.2 million delivered to the Greater Cities Commission for their 6 city strategy. Of course, the Central Coast is included in that, and we are receiving $20.2 million of that $30 million in this year's budget. So the bulk of that funding is coming to the Central Coast.
Though the state Labor MPs are less than impressed with the focus of this year's budget.
Yeah, really disappointing that there's no major funding for improving social and affordable housing stock on the Central Coast. And we know on the Central Coast that we need to provide around 11,000 new homes a year just to keep up with current demand.
Now, we have an extensive breakdown of the local allocations on our website and in this week's paper, together with the Labor Party's response. Now, dozens of farmers met at Dooralong this week to call on the state government to stop their agri-tourism legislation in the state parliament. We spoke with spokeswoman Missy Caulfield about the farmers' concerns.
So what we'd like is for the proposal to be stopped, and then for more guidance to be sought from small farmers right the way up through to larger farmers if they're going to continue to have some kind of legislation around this.
Now, the newly elected federal MP for Robertson moved into his West Gosford offices this week, taking over the keys from former MP Lucy Wicks. We caught up with him while he was moving in.
Yeah, look, it feels fantastic, and we really hit the ground running. We've been out making sure that we're phone banking and interacting with the constituents. So we're on the Central Coast Highway. We're at level 369 Central Coast Highway, West Gosford, just off the main drag there. And I'd reiterate that people are always welcome in the office, and we'll endeavour to assist in any issues that they might have.
Now, a full spotlight interview with Dr. Reid will be published next week online and, as always, on our YouTube channel. Now, the region's largest participation event is back this Saturday after a 3-year COVID hiatus. The Five Lands Walk typically attracts 20,000 plus walkers from McMaster's Beach to Terrigal. We chatted with Five Lands Walk President Pauline Wright.
Everyone is absolutely raring to go. It looks like the most brilliant program we've ever seen for the Five Lands Walk.
And in sport, the Mariners have retained the services of 2 more key goal scorers from last season. Frenchman Benny Nicololo will remain on the coast alongside recent debutant Garang Kuol, both of whom have contracts extended to 2024. Joining them in the attack will be returning Mariner Sammy Silveira, back from a year in the Portuguese leagues and a short stint with the Newcastle Jets. Now, with Jason Cummings and Marcos Urena also extending their contracts earlier this month, head coach Monty's forward line is beginning to take real shape. Now, all of these stories and many, many more, written by local journalists, supported by you, can be found on our website, coastcommunitynews.com.au, without a paywall, and in this week's print edition of the Coast Community News. Find us also on our mobile phone, Google News and the Apple News apps. And remember to subscribe to our very popular weekly email newsletter at our website and follow our socials on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook and Instagram for updates throughout the week. Now we leave you this week with footage of the Five Lands Walk opening ceremony from years past. This year's opening extravaganza is being held yet again in Avoca. Tonight, it will be Artistic Director Yantra DeVille's last event, and we know it's going to be remarkable. Have a sunny weekend. I'll see you out with your walking boots on.